For today's video, we got the Mix and Master. That's the nickname for Dejounte Murray. This guy is smooth as can be. We're gonna look at his stats. This dude is, the stats are 19, 9 assists, 8.5 rebounds, 2 steals, 45%, almost about a 3.5 to 1 turnover ratio. This guy's like the perfect piece. I wouldn't say piece. Piece is a low ball. For what Popovich has to deal with this guy. Dejounte is silky smooth, and one of the best parts about his game, he never has to do too much. He never has to dribble the ball 500 times. He never has to do 400 moves. He makes everything super easy. Right here, he's in just his size. You see his size helps him. His size helps him get over. He's a get to his spots guy, especially with a lot of the guards who try and guard him. Like, he uses his length and size and just gets to a spot. He loves the mid range. He really is one of the most underrated mid range guys in the league. He should really be known for that because he hits them and he gets to a spot. And this pass last night, woo! It was nasty. It was nasty. He really gets to his spots. He does a little hop step a lot of times, and really he attacks these bigs like crazy. And it's not like he goes after the slow fat ones. He's going after slow fat bigs. No, the athletic guards. He goes like they can't do anything, and even like going to the basket where you think okay when he drives, the mid range is so deadly that they have to look at this. Mean. But the mid range is so deadly, like you have to respect it 100%. And getting to the basket, he's so long that he paces himself so well that it's so hard to block. I've seen him attack Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Robert Williams, like all the bigs. And guards, it does power. Look at that. It doesn't really even matter. There is no difference. His turnover ratio just kind of shows his IQ out here. Never sped up too fast. Never sped up too slow. Get in front of him. Just knows how to play. This is a player who's learned behind some really good players. Learned from Popovich. And this guy, he's just clutch. I think he's shown a lot this year how clutch he can be. You've seen some of them, him sending people home, the Celtics. He has a couple real clutch moments. Is a great passer. Obviously, his 9 assists kind of would tell that to anyone who hasn't watched. But he's a great passer. He goes in the pick and roll. He can hit the pockets. Shoot, he be making Podol be scoring 20 sometimes. Like Podol has no business doing that. They got a lot of kind of like off the ball players. McDermott. They had Bryn Forbes just got traded, but Keldon Johnson. They don't really have a lot of creators. Lonnie Walker is a little microwave, not really a super creative. So he's really the main guy who's making this stuff go. And I think he's doing a super good job. His defense, he's also one of the best defenders in the league at his position. There's really not even a handful. He's like a DPOY, like if there was a guard thing. I know they don't like to give it to guards. Usually goes to bigs and wings. But if guards really were getting on there like that, like he would be one of the first candidates because he harasses them. And he does this thing where he even on like the screens, like his guy will try and get an off-ball screen and they'll try and do a handoff. He'll just poke it out right before. He's in help getting steals. His defense positionally, the length and all that is just a super problem. His one thing, he's not the greatest 3-point shooter, but as you've seen in the last couple of plays, he can hit him. So that's kind of like a secondary part of his game. Main parts of his game, defense, passing, scoring, and he's really aggressive. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a pretty aggressive guy. He's not really like a passive aggressive like you'll see you'll see the 9 points and you don't really see him out in the everyday because he's in San Antonio scoring. So you think maybe he's just kind of like a pass first player who's kind of just the main guy on his team. But he's aggressive. He is a very aggressive player. Doesn't have like Nick Claxton. He'll just go at the bigs, guards. Guards are too small. Bigs are too slow. He just gets to a spot right there, pull up. So his mid-range game, I need some appreciation for it. The next step in his game, I wouldn't even say like super much threes. It would be like just getting to the free throw line a little bit more. I think he averaged around like only like probably like two free throws made a game, on about like 70%. So, getting better shooting the free throws and also getting to the line more, and he'll get that with age. But I mean he's nowhere close to where his ceiling is and where he can really go, because there's no mismatch. I don't feel like him against anybody. I feel like he can guard the other guy, and he can do his offensive thing just about with anybody. Like, he's like a LaMelo. He's a LaMelo build. I know LaMelo gets the Showtime stuff, and he's kind of a flashy player. He's a super flashy player. But Dejounte does a lot of those things. He has a lot of those intangibles. Super smart. Look at clutch. So I'm really liking Dejounte Murray. My nickname for this guy, Mix and Master. Let me know, like, comment, subscribe in the videos. Let me know what y'all think.